So, The Glass Prison by Dream Theater. Um, they can play their instruments okay. That's about as good as it gets. Kidding. Yeah, instrumentally, music wise, it kills in so many ways. The band is so incredibly tight. John Myung, that bass player, I think gets way overlooked because he is absolutely insanely incredible. Such a tasty bass player from everything I've heard from him in Dream Theater, as well as the Jelly Jam. Fantastic bassist, without a doubt. Um, yeah, John Petrucci, he can play a little guitar, can he? He's an amazing guitar player, a great soloist. I prefer his more soulful, melodic leads more than just the absolute shred, absolute fast picking as you can get. That's cool to hear and I like it. I prefer some of the other solos though. Um, but very, very tight. Obviously, the drummer here, Mike, is in a world of his own. Obviously, that's why he's in 17 other bands at the moment, because he is the drummer everybody wants to work with. Clearly, he may be the next best now that Neil Peart is no longer with us. Mike may be the guy. There's a lot of great drummers, but he is absolutely outstanding. Now, lyrically, I found some of this very strong. I have the lyrics pulled up here. What I think is powerful about a song like this is the idea that someone. Now, Dream Theater was going along at a pretty good clip when this was released, if I'm not mistaken. They were a pretty big band, making pretty big money with a lot of fame. And the idea that still he's feeling hopeless and is in this desperate situation and is depressed and just self-loathing, like the lyrics suggest here, is it's kind of good to hear that no matter how much money you make or the fame you have or any of that, substance can take over. Depression can take over. I have times in my own life, like, I drink often on this channel, and although I'm quite certain I'm nowhere near this point, you often wonder, would you know if you were? I mean, obviously when you hit rock bottom, but is there a way to not hit rock bottom before you know? There should be. I think there is. I feel pretty good about it, but it's always a question. And again, the idea, which I do as well, drink to relax, to forget about your day, to kind of drift off into another world. Yeah, I'm guilty, definitely. I don't drink purely for the taste of it, obviously. It's to change my mood, it's to dim the brain, to try to not overthink for a few hours a night. And obviously it's a bad habit to get into. Yeah, some of the lyrics that he uses here are really hit home. Crawling into my glass prison, place where no one knows my secret lonely world begins. I think many people can relate to that. Yeah, very deep song, obviously. You don't need any genius to tell you that. But all in all, now during the song, they're playing with a lot of different time signatures. I think you got 2/4, you got 4/4, you got 6/4, you might have 5/4. A lot of fours, yeah. But I think I heard all of those, and there's a lot of smooth changes here where you don't even realize it's happening, and then there are several really abrupt changes that kind of you're like, wait, what? Again, some of the keyboard flourishes aren't necessarily my thing. There were moments on this that I liked a lot from the keyboard player. This is Rudis, right? Because I think the other Shrinian and Moore, I think, were a little more understated and not quite as out there. Jordan seems to go really far out there. And I understand it from an artistic standpoint, and that's the artistic vision that they're going for, and I completely get it. Go for it, do it. No issues for me, obviously. It's just not necessarily my thing. But that guitar riff that goes through there, I got to learn that right away. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to click on a tab and try to play that. That is a killer riff. I love that. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Love his playing so much. But musically, this was so super tight. Lyrically, it's great. You know, my only issues were some of the keyboard playing. James's voice here was good at points, I thought, but again, it's a taste thing. It's nothing. He's a very good vocalist, but just from a personal taste, there's a tone there that I don't love. Certain times I love it, and there were moments here, but then there were moments too where the voice sounded weaker. But I liked all the different voices coming in when they were doing that part. And once it hit, it was after 9 minutes when they hit that break and just went nuts. Best part of the song for me. Loved that part. Such a just killer segment right before the solo. But yeah, very cool song. Not my favorite Dream Theater song, though. There are Dream Theater songs that I've listened to that I like more than this. That may surprise people because this seems to be right at the top on most people's list. Great song. I can see why. Musically, it is unworldly, but just a personal taste. It's not my favorite, but I definitely see what the fuss is about and why people wanted me to hear it, and I'm glad I listened. Great track with very good lyrics. So, anyway, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry for making you click on this one again. I hope it was worth it, at least. But anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.